Happy Thanksgiving 2019, everybody. This is Bonnie Hunter at the front porch of Quiltville Inn, where I am welcoming my first guests tomorrow. We've been working really hard on getting everything set up, and I thought I would do a little walkthrough tour the same way we did when we first purchased the house and it was empty. Would you like to see? Come on in. I'm excited to welcome this group of 12 ladies who are going to be my beta testers tomorrow. They're friends from my own bee in Winston-Salem. So come on in. This is the front foyer. Such a difference a year and a half has made in this lovely little house. The original house was built in 1884 and added on to in about 1905 to 1906. So it was enlarged and made the residence of the Fields family of Mouth of Wilson, Virginia. We've got quilts hanging on the walls. And then over here to my left is the quilting quarters where people will be sewing. I went through the house earlier and turned all the lights on so that we could do this filming. I have room for 12 guests. There's 6 sewing stations on this side. Oh, I should have turned on the gas fireplace. I didn't turn it on, but it is remote control. We've got design walls and cutting stations. A couple more of those lovely stations will be placed over here, but for now we've got ironing boards. But design walls go all the way around. And I've got another 6 sewing stations set up here with comfy ergonomic chairs, power towers on top of each table, task lights at the ready. And we've got another lovely gas fireplace here. It's just going to be a buzz with sewing and cutting and piecing and laughter and chatter and memory making come Friday morning, Black Friday. All right, further down the back hall, we've got the back porch door. Can you see that umbrella? There's my dad. They're getting all the wood ready for the wood stove for the retreaters. So Dad's pitching in, love him so much. This is the downstairs bath where we've added a shower. We've replaced the pedestal sink with a regular sink with a cabinet because you must have place to put all the things. But the showers are just awesome. We've put in 3. So we've got nice tiled shower, good drenching rain shower head, very comfortable for everybody. And then if I follow this around here, we've got the kitchen off to my right at the very back of the house. It's a roomy, lovely vintage style kitchen where I can envision all of the retreaters making yummy meals, heating things, fixing things, cooking things, getting their morning coffee ready before heading into the sewing room to start their piecing day. I'm going to show you the back porch through these glass doors. It's quite cold outside right now, but we've got a lovely walk-around porch, wrap-around porch for lots of entertaining and meals out and enjoying the cattle that come grazing by. Through the dining room and from back here, we've got the hen den. You can see the sign there, the hen den. This is where we have our lovely wood stove and 7 comfy sewing stations for doing handwork like binding, applique, cross-stitching, crochet, knitting, whatever happens to float your fancy. And you'll notice the flock of white flamingos. These task lights came from IKEA and they really do emit a wonderful circle of light, so everybody will have good light to stitch by and a warm fire to sew by. If we come through the hen den, we're back towards the front door, and this is the dining room where we have seating for 12 at the 14-foot table. We've added new lights into the ceiling, and the heating and cooling on this ground floor is done by the split units you see in the walls. There's one in the dining room, one in the sewing room, and one in the kitchen to keep the ground floor toasty in the winter and cool in the summer. Just to give you an overview here. So there's the front door where we came through again. So it makes a huge circle. I have loved putting finishing touches in these rooms and making them feel like home for everybody. I've moved a couple of bookcases into the turret space. Here's books on quilt history. I love the quilts by the States, the vintage quilts, and there's some applique and embroidery books in here as well. I've also got the Take It Please free pile. All of those zipper bags from Linens are perfect for a project, so I was thinking that maybe the quilters might want those. And I've received a lot of books that I have duplicates of, so those are welcome to go live somewhere else and spread their joy everywhere. And then here we are back to the front hall. So let's go through the front hall and up the stairs, and I will share with you what we've done to the bedrooms upstairs. There's still a lot of painting to be done. That will happen through the winter and into spring before we officially open. But we've got the landing right here, and then off of the landing is the downstairs, or I should say the upstairs front bath, and it's ready for guests. There's me. Hi, everybody. And we are ready. New toilets, some furnishings. I love the lace curtains. These were gifted, and I am so thrilled to be able to use them here in the house. But this is where we replaced one of the clawfoot tubs with a comfortable and safe walk-in shower. The tile matches the downstairs shower. We've got the nice rainfall shower heads with the hose, easy to clean things out. It's just spacious and lovely in here, so I hope that folks are comfortable. If we come back out to the bath, here's another couple of steps. We've also added for all the stairwells some automatic lights that turn on when it gets dark, so everybody will know where the top and the bottom of the stairs are. We've tried to think of everything. We put the dining room chandelier here in the stairwell, replacing a really ugly old pendant lamp. And every room and hallway now has ceiling fans to help move that air around for quilters' comfort. This is the upstairs landing seating area. We can seat 5 in here if they just want to sit and chat and visit or read a book in quiet alone away from the sewing machines. They're welcome to do that. This is bedroom number 1. I have numbered the bedrooms. A number of people said, oh, you need a theme. You should have this one be the 30s room and that one be the Civil War room and this one be named after the owner of the house. And I just couldn't do it. It's just not me. So the rooms are simple. They have numbers. I was gifted these lovely chalkboards so that the occupants can write their names down on the chalkboard so we know who is in which room. And each room has 3 beds. All of the beds in the house have my quilts on them, as well as a vintage quilt at the end of the bed. So you can see how we've decorated in here. This bed has been in my family for I'm trying to play with the lights here on the phone so that I can do a better video. This bed has been in my family for 5 generations, and I'm really happy that it has a chance to live here at Quiltville Inn and make some more memories. And there's the 3rd bed in this room. Each bed has its own luggage rack, a reading light that has a USB port in it on the wall above the bed, and beside the bed is a power strip with more USBs and some electrical outlets so that people can bring their CPAP machines, their white noise machine, their personal fan for their own sleeping comfort, and each bed has that, as well as a vintage sewing table or other table to place their various items. Okay, this door right here goes to the attic space, and there's a door to the other side of the house. We've got 2 staircases, and it's zoned for family and for hired help when the house was back in the day. Here's bedroom number 2. I keep flip-flopping whether bedroom number 2 or bedroom number 3 is my favorite, but we've got 3 lovely beds in here, some comfortable seating for those who wish to put their feet up and enjoy some quiet space. The light in this room is just wonderful during the daytime. Some more quilts on the walls. The previous owners really did a great job with the wall colors in the bedrooms. We didn't have to change a thing there. So here's another view. I'm so grateful for those who have gifted vintage sets of beds, dressers, vanities, things that their kids didn't want, their grandkids didn't want, and they often came with the reasoning of either you take it or it's going to Goodwill. And I've been happy to adopt these things from others and give them new life here at Quiltville Inn. All right, so we'll come out through here. Off to my right is a closet that we use for linen, so it's not really exciting. But this is the bedroom with the turret. This is bedroom number 3. It's kind of a weird pea soup green color, but it works really well with my scrap quilts. It's one of those unthought of colors that really adds a lot of life. I love the beautiful sleigh beds here. And again, these are my quilts on the beds and on the walls. And then there is a vintage quilt at the end of each bed, should the quilter decide that they need another quilt to sleep under. On the beds are, the mattresses are protected from dust mites and bed bugs by a mattress protector. Then there's a mattress pad on top of that, then clean sheets, then a woven cotton blanket, then my quilt, and then they can pull another quilt on top if they feel like they're just too cold and they need one. Sorry for that video interruptus. I was being called from downstairs. So this is the little turret space that I've set up with just a couple of comfy chairs and a table and a reading light. The light in this space is wonderful, so I hope people enjoy using it. And that's our upstairs. I'm going to put the camera on pause for a minute and take you back down to the back staircase where we can go up and see those 2 bedrooms. So this is the back staircase, and our assumption is, back in the day, this was the only staircase till they added on to the house, but we assume being the big word, that once the Fields family moved in here, this is bedroom number 5, and it's directly over the kitchen. So we are imagining this as the cook's quarters, and she would be in here, where the stairs are close to the kitchen, to get up and do what she needs. And you can see that the lighting in here through the windows is quite bright. I'm trying to adjust the lighting in here. So again, I have my quilts on the beds. There's a power strip with USB ports and plug-ins for people's paraphernalia. There are reading lights on the walls, also with another USB port. And I've collected furniture from friends and far and away to be able to fill this delightful space. I love this treadle machine. It just had to be in here between these 2 beds, and I hope that other folks enjoy it too. If we come across the hallway, this is bedroom number 4, which also serves as owner's quarters. Ooh, that light is dark. Hang on. Owner's quarters. And should another instructor wish to book the retreat and bring her own 12 retreaters, that instructor has a place to stay where she has privacy and comfort in between long days of teaching her students. So this is for that, but also for those crazy winter nights where my van won't make it up to the top of our hill to reach my cabin that's 7 miles away. So I can stay here as well. Let's see, around the corner, I think all we've got left is the 3rd bath. This is the bath at the back of the house upstairs. And we've also added new toilets in all the bathrooms. And we've got a beautiful new shower in here with the subway tile and the nice rainfall shower heads with hose for comfort of our guests. I really like the opaque glass, a little bit of a frosted look. It's going to help with the cleaning and also with the feeling of privacy. So yeah, this is the old tile. I have scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed, and it still doesn't look great, but it is what it is. So this is our tour of Quiltville Inn. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that your group will want to come stay. We are a group retreat venue, which means we book groups as a whole, not individuals at this point. So gather your group. We sleep 12, and all of the rates are based on 12-person occupancy. You can find that information under the Quiltville Inn Retreat tab at the top of my website at quiltville.com. We hope to see you in southwestern Virginia. Let's quilt.